This season of Reasonable Doubt dives deep into some dark and complicated territory, pushing every character to their limits. For Brandee Evans, known to fans as Mercedes from P-Valley, her role as Monica takes things to an entirely different level. She's not just Ozzy's manager, she's part of his past trauma. Evans opens up about the emotional weight of the role, the research that helped her embody such a layered and controversial character, and what it was like tackling such intense subjects on set.
The point is, I found a bloody sweatshirt in your room. And you know what I did? I took care of it.
This season of Reasonable Doubt really dives into some dark and complicated territory. Your character, Monica, isn't just Ozzy's manager. She's a big part of his past trauma. How did you approach playing someone who's so layered and controversial?
Thank you for asking me that. You know, and that's the perfect thing. When I first got the script, I just saw she's going to be playing the agent. But I know that Ramala Muhammad is way deeper than that. And so when I got to reading and finding out what's happening, we are telling an important story. We are telling a story that a lot of people actually try to stray away from. How I prepared was a lot of research. I'm a former high school English teacher, so I actually called some of the former teachers that I worked with that are still actually in the classrooms. I called my friend Maurice, who's a guidance counselor at the school, and I spoke to them asking, do you have any stories you can tell me about? Then I went online and I Googled stories that were very similar that had happened in real life and just researched like what was in their mindset, because I couldn't think what would ever make that okay. I have 6 nephews and I think that Monica needs to be locked up, okay? But you don't judge the character as an actor. So I had to figure out how to lock in to play this role so authentically, no matter how difficult it is, because we are telling the truth. So that's where we were. And you know what? Fun fact, I never, ever thought about his age when I was doing this. AJ's my nephew is 13. So I couldn't think about a 13-year-old child. I had to imagine that this was a grown person, because that's what I researched. Most people were thinking, what's the problem? I didn't look at the age. So I had to embody that moment.
There's so much tension in the courtroom and behind the scenes. What was the most challenging or rewarding part about stepping into Monica's shoes?
The most challenging was the subject matter. It's nothing to play about. It's nothing funny. Even in the scenes that some people may think are sexy, it wasn't. It was very difficult because I knew what was happening. I knew what was behind the mask of Monica. The most rewarding was being able to stretch my art as an actor, to be able to do something different. Episode 6, which is directed by Terry Vaughn, I enjoyed being able to have the freedom to improv. So when you see that garage scene, I remember Terry Vaughn walking up to me and she was like, give me one more take and just lose it and just do whatever. So a lot of what you saw was improv. And so that was fun and a blessing that it made the cutting room floor. Because usually, you don't know. We don't know what's going to make the cut. And so to see that and to be like, oh my gosh, and to see that the audience was so affected by that improv moment, it was a standing ovation. Also back to Tasha Smith, my former acting coach. Thank you, Tasha.
This season shines a light on the dark side of fame and what happens to children actors when the cameras stop rolling. What conversation do you hope this storyline sparks?
I hope that we are looking at what's happening that our children aren't saying. I hope we're paying attention. I hope that we're asking questions when your little boy comes home from basketball practice, and your daughter too. I know that right now this storyline is about the boys, but also sometimes we gloss over our boys, and we're like, they're cool, it's okay. And we're always checking in on our baby girls. We got to check on our children, period. So I hope that we're checking in on our babies.
This cast this season is stacked. A lot of great actors and actresses. What was the energy like on set?
Girl, I wish I could get out of this chair right now and run back on set. It was great. It's a family. Like for real. I know some people say that, but it really is. I'm in the group chats right now with Kristen, Kaya, and Ozzy, Kyle. We are still in the chats. I'm talking to Autumn, who's Tiffany, who plays the therapist. Like, we really are friends. Ramala Muhammad is very big about making it a safe space on set and making it fun. It's about good energy, and we're safe. I want to be very clear. One thing that was very important that I would like to say, kudos to Hulu and the entire team there, is we had therapists on set. So with such heavy content, Hulu made sure, and the production made sure that we were safe at all times.
I have to ask, do you and the team talk theories or final predictions off camera, or do you just wait like the rest of us? Because I'm ready for the season finale.
Listen, we talk theories too. We were talking theories from day one, like, baby, what's happening? So we are still talking theories because literally Ramala has not let us see that finale. So I'm going to be watching it with you all because I don't really know what's going to happen. I know we've shot a few things, but I don't know what it's going to end up being. I don't know. So I cannot wait. And I will be right there with y'all gagging with my popcorn on Thursday, November 13th.
Your character forces viewers to think about accountability and the people who enable celebrity culture. Was there anything about that dynamic that surprised you as you explore Monica's mindset?
Yes and no. Sadly, let's just be honest. We've been seeing things in the news over the last couple of years. So I think that it's just the bravery that Ramala and the writers and Hulu have allowed us to see in the forefront. So surprising and not. More so gratitude for being able to say, hey, don't forget about this, because a lot of times things happen, it hits the news, and then we gloss over it like it's over, but it's not over. So I'm very glad that we're able to continue to tell these stories, which is authentic.
Fans still love you as Mercedes from P-Valley. How did stepping into this very different world help you grow as an actor?
I still love Mercedes. That's my best friend. Hey, girl. I miss her, girl. Um, it was really what I loved was that people got to see me different. Because let's just be honest, some of y'all out there, y'all think that I'm really Mercedes. And so I enjoyed having that moment. And someone actually said that last night to me when I was at a concert, and they were like, we finally got to see your acting chops. And I was like, really? Because Mercedes is acting down. But I think that because of the world and you see the glamour and the glitz, sometimes that story gets past you. And I don't know how with our Pulitzer Prize winning creator, Katori Hall, but for some reason, on Reasonable Doubt, people are like, oh, you can act. So I'm grateful. And I love that you all are watching both of these shows, and both of these ladies are amazing to play with. And I have authentic stories to tell in both shows. So I'm very grateful.
All right, really quick question before we let you go. Can you tease what viewers can expect from the season finale?
Drama. Drama, stress, laughter, tears, shock. Just get ready. You're not even going to believe it.
You can stream Reasonable Doubt Season 3 now on Hulu and brace yourself for that explosive finale.